Hey guys, good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute. I posted a video on this channel, but of course, I also still do post on the community tab, so you guys can be abreast of what's happening. So welcome guys back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great time at your work, wherever you're watching the videos from. I want to say a big thank you and I appreciate every single one of you guys. Kudos to all of you. We're heading towards 2,000 subscribers, which is really massive, and I want to say a big thank you to all of you. So guys, you know the drill. Nigerian Super Eagles, obviously we are in the finals, and of course all thanks to the Most High for that one. And we are gradually preparing for the final this Sunday, which of course is going to be played against the host Ivory Coast. 9 p.m. is the time. So let me just quickly tell you that Nigerian Super Eagles, has already started training for this game, and of course the training started yesterday. They started the training yesterday. Of course, everybody came out as usual, and it was in fact a bit surprising because I thought they would have maybe 1 day rest like yesterday, but of course it was very important, and of course it was the last round, last match. Do or die match. So obviously Posero, didn't want the guys to take any day off. He wanted them to get in the thick of things immediately after that one. So they trained yesterday, obviously, and of course, everybody showed up for the training. The only player that that appears to be having a bit of a doubt right now in terms of whether he's fully fit is Zaidu Sanusi, because obviously he missed the last match. I'm sure you know that, due to injury, and that was why Bright Samuel had to play in his wing. But that yesterday training, he was in the training, of course, like the other guys, but he did not train with the group. He just trained alone by himself. But he looked really sharp. He was able to run. He could run. He could do a lot of different training routines, which of course shows that he is not very far from recovery, or not very far from being integrated into the full squad, which is obviously a good news. So we're hopeful that before Sunday we are going to have a fully fit squad to select from. Remember, we've been saying that Zaidu Sanusi, has an issue. He doesn't play with like he's supposed to play. He doesn't perform well, but we saw how his absence made a difference in that game against South Africa. He was the only player that wasn't played, and then we played so badly, we almost lost that game. That's why, everybody's important in that first team. It feels really good to actually have all our players back and, fit for the final. But I'll just go straight to the next update, guys. And this one is a sad one, actually, and it's the fact that we have about 4 Nigerian people, who lost their lives in that semi-final clash against South Africa. These people, among them, include a university deputy boss, an Anambra Igbo businessman, a core member, a youth service member, and a doctor. So these guys are all important people in their respective affairs and respective fields, but they sadly lost their life. Based on the update, it was a cardiac arrest, that took them away. And obviously I had to add this one to the video to celebrate these guys in a way, because they are heroes on the night. Even though they were not the players out there on the pitch, they actually came out with all their support to cheer Nigeria to victory. And it's just so sad to hear that they actually lost their lives doing so. But God knows the best, and we hope that their soul is resting well at this moment. So that's that one. And then the next update for the video, guys, is the fact that Osimhen is obviously in the news, and he wants to win the Nations Cup. He wants to win the trophy with Nigeria. That's why he said that he wants his idol to be proud of him. Of course, that the Jogba is Osimhen's idol. He's very fond of him. He talks about him a lot. They've met more than 10 times throughout this tournament. You know, after every game, we see Osimhen and Drogba linking up, and Drogba is always carrying him around the stadium. I don't know, maybe introducing him to the different people, important people. So these guys have always been like 5 and 6. Even though Osimhen is not an Ivorian, but of course, you know, they are so tight. So what Osimhen is saying now in this update is that he wants to impress his idol, DJ Drogba, by winning the Nations Cup for Nigeria. I'm sure DJ Drogba, you know, would not want this to happen. He would instead want his countrymen to win it, because we've seen how he's been rallying support behind them, backing them, cheering them, and now they are in the finals. But Osimhen wants to win the cup to impress Drogba. And Drogba doesn't want Osimhen to win because he wants his Ivorian side to win. But we'll see how that one pans out. When Osimhen comes out and says stuff like this, it shows you that, you know, he's committed. He's going to give his 100%. We saw that against Cameroon. You know, we also saw that against South Africa. And, you know, it definitely feels good to hear Osimhen say something like this. We know that when he says something like this, we know what we're going to expect in the final. 110% of Osimhen. That's one. Let me go to the last update, guys, which is the fact that, you know, there's now been a rumor that Stanley Nwabali is obviously being threatened by South Africans, you know, that if he comes back to Chippa United, of course, you know, he does play for Chippa United, a club side in South African PSL League. So this update, it's still kind of rumor, nothing concrete about it. It was actually even, you know, mentioned by an ex-Super Eagles player, which name I won't be mentioning in the video. But of course, this ex-Super Eagles player, you know, is actually saying that Stanley Nwabali has received a sort of threat to his life, or to, you know, to his life, really, you know, if he comes back to South Africa, because of his heroic exploit for Nigeria that, you know, knocked out South Africa. I don't know how truthful this is, but of course, you know how it is. Football is a very emotional game. The fans tend to get over the ledge and, you know, say some things, or, you know, do some things that are really crazy. But of course, we hope that this isn't the truth. And to be honest, I don't see Nwabali playing beyond the season for Chippa United, because he has obviously really impressed very well, and we would expect him to move to European club. Of course, I made a video one time where I, you know, said that there are a few European clubs that are already interested in Nwabali, you know, in likes of Belgian league, Belgian club side, and the list is still going on. Then he had not even impressed, you know, with the penalties and all of those saves. He was already getting eyes from Belgium. What about now? I'm sure that the list is down very expansive. And of course, Chippa United will be willing to sell Stanley. Remember, you know, they want him, they want the eyes on them, they want the world to know that they exist, Chippa United. This obviously makes it, you know, a big opportunity for them to actually cash out or cash in on Stanley Nwabali. So I'm sure Chippa United will be willing to sell him. If in the event a big club comes with huge money, they're obviously going to sell him for that one. Those are the updates for this video. Thank you for catching this one, and as always, thank you so much to subscribers of the channel, wherever you're watching from, guys. I wish you, you know, a very happy experience today in your business and whatever you do. Make sure that you do the right thing, that you spread love, spread joy, spread happiness, and of course, always come back to the channel to catch more videos. Thanks so much, and stay tuned to the channel.